During this activity, I will ask you to follow along with me as I give you some notes that you should add to your chart to understand the need for planning when it comes time to write your essay. We'll begin with planning. We'll be looking by section, by definition, and by example. I will ask you to write down the information in the section and definitions categories, and I will tell you what to write down for the example section. I have written more than you are expected to. Let's begin with our first section. Our first section will be about the thesis. In the thesis section, please write that this statement is the last in my opening paragraph. As a definition for a thesis is the argument I am making in my essay. It refers to the prompts and includes my claims. When writing, please highlight or underline prompt and claim. For your example, please notice what I have done. Do not write anything down. The rise and expansion of Soviet communism after World War II led to the Cold War because the United States believed in the domino effect. The U.S. wanted to be seen as fighting evil, and military leaders wanted to demonstrate U.S. military will. Please write down my example where I state here prompt and claim 1 and claim 2. Please also write claim 1, claim 2, and claim 3 using bullets and the matching colors. So this is the domino effect. This is evil. And this is military will. Please take a moment and complete those notes. Please write down the example and the prompt, claim 1 and claim 2. Our next section will begin with a claim. Claim 1. This is my first because paragraph. If my thesis is my argument, claims are my because. This is the best because. This is a definition. Please copy this down. The because of your essay. This explains why your thesis is correct or the true or best or most accurate versions of the events. This claim is still broad and will need examples. Please take a moment and look at my claim. The United States believed in the domino effect, the idea that if any country fell or changed governments to communism, the country next door would be more likely to change as well. Please notice that here I have created a note. I need to explain my vocabulary when using terms like communism. My example, like Yugoslavia fell to communism during the end of World War II, North Korea wanted a communist government because they were next door to Russia. As Smith says, blank, 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 in his 1954 book, I didn't write this. what to write here. Write the domino effect, because that is my claim. The definition. So I remember to give the definition of my terms, and example and the source. All of these things are needed in my outline. Claim 2, this should be my second, my thesis is right because paragraph. My definition is the same as above. Please take a moment now and write these two pieces. Do not write this entire segment, but please note, during World War II, the U.S. viewed and presented themselves as fighters against evil. After the war, the U.S. wanted to be seen as fighting evil, and he used the Cold War to do so. Political cartoons of the time show Korean communists threatening the United States, and later debates about nuclear missiles led to nuclear-encouraged fear of communist nuclear warfare. In this box, what to write? The U.S. wanted to be seen as fighting evil. Remember my second claim. A definition if needed, explain evil in terms of Hitler. And an example and the source referring to political cartoons about Koreans.